You didn't miss them. You missed how they made you feel. And those are two different things. Because if you truly missed them, you wouldn't feel anxious remembering them. You wouldn't replay painful moments trying to find meaning. You wouldn't constantly question whether they ever cared. That's not love. That's emotional attachment. Attachment to a feeling they once gave you. Attention, validation, excitement, the feeling of being wanted. And once that feeling disappears, you panic. Not because you lost them, but because you lost the emotion you became addicted to. That's why moving on feels impossible. Not because they were perfect, but because they became your emotional escape, your comfort place, your distraction, your source of validation. And when someone becomes your source of emotional stability, losing them feels like losing yourself. That's what happened. You slowly tied your happiness to their presence. Their replies affected your mood. Their attention controlled your emotions. Their distance created your anxiety. Without realizing it, you gave them emotional power over you. And once someone has that power, every small change hurts deeply. A dry message hurts. A delayed reply hurts. A cold tone hurts. Because your emotions became dependent on how they treated you. And dependency is not love. Love feels free. Dependency feels fearful. Fear of losing them. Fear of being ignored. Fear of being replaced. And fear became the foundation of your connection. That's why you stayed, even when it stopped making you happy. Because you weren't chasing peace anymore. You were chasing emotional relief. You just wanted them to make you feel okay again, like they used to. But they couldn't, because the version you miss doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it never truly did. Maybe it was just temporary attention that you turned into emotional security. And now, you're grieving the feeling more than the person. Because if you look honestly, the relationship itself was exhausting. You overthought constantly. You questioned everything. You felt emotionally unstable. But there were moments that felt amazing. And your mind became addicted to those moments. That's why you ignore the pain and romanticize the memories. Because the brain always wants to return to what once made it feel good, even if it was unhealthy. And that's dangerous. Because now, you confuse emotional addiction with love. But they are not the same. Love gives peace. Addiction gives anxiety. Love feels stable. Addiction feels unpredictable. Love heals. Addiction destroys slowly. And once you understand that, everything changes. Because now, you stop romanticizing suffering. You stop chasing people who only give temporary highs. You stop confusing inconsistency with passion. And instead, you start choosing peace, consistency, clarity, emotional safety. Because real love doesn't leave you emotionally exhausted. It doesn't make you beg for reassurance. It doesn't make you feel addicted to attention. It makes you feel calm, secure, chosen. And if someone cannot give you that, then missing them doesn't mean they were right for you. It just means your emotions got attached to the way they made you feel. And attachments can heal, no matter how impossible it feels right now. So this time, you stop chasing the feeling. You stop replaying memories. You stop convincing yourself that pain was love. Because now you understand, you didn't miss them. You missed the feeling they temporarily gave you. And that feeling is not worth losing yourself for.